What's going on? Schmitty Garage working on a 2006 BMW 325i. We are replacing the transmission oil pan. Very, very common on these cars. They leak. So here is the new trans pan. They come with everything needed for the job on eBay or Amazon. Has the new electrical connector sensor, new O-rings. Comes with the valve body seal, I believe. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I think I seen it under there, under the valve body. Comes with all new bolts. Comes with all the bolts. It comes with the filler plug. Not a bad deal. You can get this whole kit with the trans pan and all the trans fluid for about 140 bucks. Not a bad deal. And then I went and bought this pump because you gotta fill it from under the car. They sell these pump on eBay for about $15. Pretty nice setup. So far we removed the old pan, the old electrical sensor. You're gonna need a 8mm to take off the guard, all the underbody pieces. You're gonna need a big old Allen wrench. I'm not entirely sure. Here we go. 8mm. That is for the fill plug. And I didn't have enough strength to get it off, so I used a little cheater bar on the Allen wrench. So yeah, 8mm socket, 8mm Allen wrench. The fill plug is, or the drain plug is a 10mm. Where is the, oh, you're going to need a E10 inverted Torx to remove a bracket that's in the way for the exhaust. So there's your transmission. Here's the valve body. Here's the old oil pan. It's starting to leak. Where is it? Oh. The bolt, or the for all the bolts that hold the trans pan on, is a, what is this thing? It's a T27. So there's that. And then I was telling you about this exhaust bracket that's in the way right here. It is the that's the inverted Torx, and then a 13mm nut on the back side. I just bent it out of the way. Then you got this exhaust shield that was in the way. I bent that out of the way. And then you got your lower guard mount bracket. I bent that out of the way. And then up there is the transmission electrical connector. In order to get that out, you have to loosen the nut on the outside. Let's see here. Is anything here metal? So I can show you. Let me try to hold this and that phone with one hand and show you. Dang it. Alright, well, whatever. I used the 13mm wrench to break loose that outer nut holding on the electrical connectors. And then you just pull that out of the way, and then the sleeve that it goes into is released by this clip right here. You push on this and pull it down. It should be fairly easy. And then you just take all the screws off, and that's it. This is not a hard job. I imagine a dealership charges a lot of money to do this. You just want to make sure that you clean the mating surface here of the new gasket. And that piece up there, I believe it goes in one way. It has a slot on the piece, and you just find the slot, push it in, and then lock it in with this right here. And then as for filling it, I believe you fill it up all the way until it starts coming out of the overfill plug. So you pump it full of trans fluid until it starts pouring out, and then you know it's full. That sums it up for a 2006 BMW 325i trans pan. I'm not going to do a whole video on how to do this because it's hard to work with one hand, and yeah, I just summed up all the important stuff. Super easy. And then as for torques, this is plastic, so you're going to want to find the torque spec. I still got to look that up. I don't imagine it's more than, you know, inch-pounds. So, or whatever the metric equivalent is of that, Newton meters or whatever. So I'm going to guess and say 25 inch-pounds, but I'm going to look it up. So yeah. And then this is the piece I was telling you about. It goes in the transmission that way. This is where the electrical connector sleeve screws into. You turn it right till it stops. And then in here is the knob I was telling you about. It can only go in one way, I believe. That's it. Super easy. That's a BMW for you. They're fun cars to drive, but I never would own one. I'm a UAW kind of guy. So, all right. Have a good one. Peace.